Hi everybody, I'm Jay Leno and this is my garage. This is a car that we've been working on for about the last year. It's called the EcoJet. It's debuted at SEMA about 2 years ago. It used an LT101 jet engine. It runs on biodiesel. And I'm into this car for probably a little over $1 million. If you wonder where all that money went, welders, they're bleeding me dry because they're skilled technicians. They can do the work that most people cannot do. You know, it's interesting. This country was built by welders, and somewhere along the line, we kind of lost our focus. I guess it's cool to sit in a little cubicle and make 80 grand a year pushing a computer, or you can actually do something that actually helps the country, fix our infrastructure, build bridges. You know, the whole country has fallen apart because we've lost some of the basics of what made this country great. You know, when you see welders now, they have this color hair. They probably don't have the black thing in the front, but it's mostly all gray. And what we need are young people that want to do this job. And you can make a lot of money doing this job. I know how much welders charge me. I mean, look at the welding that we've done on this chassis here for the EcoJet. Beautiful job. This is skill. It's a skill as much as anything else in this country. But for some reason, I don't know where working with our hands suddenly became a detriment. You know, we didn't win World War II only because we had the best soldiers. We won also because we could turn out a plane, a Liberator, a B-17 every 55 minutes. We could actually make airplanes quicker than they could shoot them down. And that's one of the reasons, because we had skilled people, young people, 18, 19, 20 years old, that were making airplanes. Now those same guys are still making airplanes, except they're 80, 90 years old. But we need to have them pass it on down to you guys. You know, this is a skill. It's a skill that will become even more and more needed as we go along. So I tell people, you know, check out the American Welding Society. Go to their website. You can make a good living, and you can become a rich person. And you can bleed people like me dry, because I need you.
Well, I mean, if I had to, you know, go back and think to when I was a kid, you know, I felt like that hopelessness of, you know, dead-end jobs. Welding has allowed me to be able to feel like I have a career. I started my own shop 3 years ago, Fuller Hot Rods in Atlanta. We build custom cars, custom bikes. We mainly specialize in metal. Basically, we just build whatever we want. As long as the customer's happy and we build something that he's pleased with, we pretty much kind of have free reign to do what makes us happy.
Overhauling came in. And overhauling, we did a 56 Bel Air. That's where I met Troy and Brian Fuller and Chip Foose and all those just phenomenal metal fabricators. And everybody was so happy, I guess, with what I did. They asked me to come back and do another overhauling. So by the time that I was done with this SEMA car, I had experience working on show cars, working under deadlines, working on television, and with all of that, I got the job with Extreme 4x4. So for the past 3.5 years, I've been building off-road trucks on a how-to show for millions of people, teaching them how to build cool machines.
When I won Hot Rod of the Year, it was exciting because, you know, I grew up running to the newsstand looking at Hot Rod magazine, and to be recognized as a young guy and to get Hot Rod of the Year, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, you're on top of the world. I get a lot of people come by the shop now because of this few shows we've done and being in Hot Rod magazine and everything, and I get a lot of young guys. You know, we go out and speak at the college once a year at WildTech to the graduating class. We do a lot of job shadowing at the shop from the local high schools. And you know, we throw a welding helmet on these kids. Some of them never been around it, and some of them have had it at shop class. So we'll throw a welding helmet on them. They'll hang around during the day and kind of see how cool it is. We got the cars we're doing in bare metal. We got the finished cars so they can see what it takes to do something and welding it all together. There's so much opportunity, you know.
I got into welding, you know, kind of like a lot of people did, out of necessity. If you want to build something bad enough, you have to learn to weld. I mean, that's just part of the gig. And eventually I ended up in a tech school where I was actually taught and trained on, you know, how to MIG, how to TIG, how to gas. It's been a great experience, and it's just, you know, really allowed me to be able to build what I want to build.
You know, even my classmates from WyoTech, not all of them have gone down the automotive field. A lot of them are working with structural, like building buildings and skyscrapers, like with all these new condos booming up. There's a couple guys that are doing art. A few guys have gone up to work on the pipeline, and those guys make a killing. They make good money, they have time to play, and they're happy.
There's very good money to be made in the industry, you know, whether you're welding cars together, bikes, high rises, whatever, you know, it's the same thing.
I enjoy the freedom and the creativity to be able to build whatever you want. And that's what welding allows you to do, is you make something and you can put it together.
When I talk to employers, they constantly tell me, they say, some of the best welders I have ever had are women. They just have that patience, they have that rhythm, they have the attention to detail. There should be no fear for women getting in the welding industry at all.
My grandfather was a pipe fitter, and he was the old guy that everybody, go have Johnny weld it. I spent a lot of time brazing pop cans together in there, and taking a wire brush with a piece of pipe looked like it came off the Titanic, clean that up, we're gonna make a basketball pole. You'd scrub on it for days and things chrome, and I'm like, is that good enough? No, not good enough, never good enough. So, and that's what I tell my guys at the shop. If you're cleaning the shop up or you're buffing that $2 million Riddler car, it's the same job to me. Everything's got to be done the right way, and I think he instilled that in me and has kept that focus. And then you can instill it in these young kids, man. It's an instant home run.
Get connected to the job you want through the American Welding Society. With a career in welding, you'll have great opportunities right at home or anywhere around the world. Decide where you want to be, and welding will get you there. Transportation, manufacturing, power creation, and delivery, the list goes on. Every aspect of our daily lives is affected and made better by welding. So, skilled welders are always in high demand. Welding careers offer excellent opportunities to make great money in the exciting field of your choice. So, if you want a career that combines hands-on skill with creativity, take the first step by visiting aws.org.